Hi, I'm Linda from Barlates Body Blitz. Welcome to Slider, Squat and More. I'm using my 2+ sliding discs. They're designed to go on carpet. If you don't have sliding discs, you can use paper plates, you can use plastic picnic plates. If you're on hard floor, you might be able to use some rags or even just socks. Just make sure that you've got plenty of space around you, you're not going to crash into anything, and you're safe. So what you want to make sure is that your heel is always off the slider to help you brake, okay? So your heel is your brake. We're going to also be using some light dumbbells just to activate the upper body, but this one is going to be predominantly a lower body workout with a few little sprinkles of upper, core, and cardio. Are you ready? Let's grab our hand weights, and I want you to stand with your feet just slightly wider than shoulder width, and we're going to come down and then out to the side. So you're taking your leg slightly on a diagonal, your feet are turned out, and you're just coming down into a squat, sending your glutes towards the back, and then sliding that leg out. So at the moment, you're pressing into the ball of your foot, and you're activating the front of thighs. I'm lifting my heel up as I'm sliding out, and that's going to give me a little bit more length in the leg. All the way down and up, squeezing my arms, tiny little weights, but I want to still get a great workout, so I am using isometric tension, loading my muscles by squeezing on the weights and really pretending like they're much heavier than they are. A few more like this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to go behind and in. So just like a curtsy lunge behind, and you are coming on a diagonal. You don't have to sink too low yet. You're going behind, keeping your body nice and upright, and you are making sure that your lunge is wide enough to the back there so that your your knee is always not going over the front toe, okay? So it has to stay in line with the middle of your foot, and you want to make sure your tummy's pulled in and your back is nice and straight. Continuing on with those hammer curls. So now that you're starting to get warmer, you can go a bit lower and really slide that back leg all the way to the side. Stick your hips out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring one leg in front and the other behind. It's kind of like in a T, but this foot is a bit more turned out. And we're going to come down into like a plie, bringing our arms overhead and just sliding that leg again, diagonal to the front. So I'm making like a semicircle with my arms, and I'm hinging forward at the hips to protect my back. Forward, forward and in. So you're coming down, both legs are turned out, and you're trying to sink low into this supporting leg, and remember to push the ball of your foot into the glider. That's what's going to create the tension. As you come in, you're zipping up through the inner thighs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to bring that same leg behind the other leg, and we're going to come back and in, back and in. Now I'm going to use my arms in a W curl, so it's like a biceps curl, but I'm bringing the heads of the weights out to the side. If this is tricky on your balance, you can either hold on with one hand, or like get a chair, hold on, or you can also come off the glider on the front foot, and that's going to help you. So I want a nice wide lunge back, keeping that leg turned out and really trying to activate the inner thigh as you come back up. Hold your tummy in strong. That's actually going to help you with balance. And remember to squeeze those biceps. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Now we're going to come into a wide plie position, and we're going to come in and we're going to go out. We're going to come in and out. Arms are to the side, and you're sliding that ball of the foot across the floor using your heel as a brake. And you're coming down really low, trying to keep that leg turned out as much as possible. Hinging forward at the hips again will help you with balance. When you're breathing out as you come down. When you come up, once again thinking, zipping up those inner thighs. Out and in. 8, 7, nice and wide. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay out, and we're just going to do some pulses here. And what we're going to do is up and back with the arms. Scoop it. Row them behind. Keep pulsing in the inner thighs. Try to stay low. Up and back. So heart rate is coming up because we're using all of our largest muscle groups in the lower body. So breathe through it. We're going to go to the other side next. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. So this time we're using the other leg, and we're going to come forward and in. So make sure your weight is in the heel of the supporting leg, and then bring this moving leg out on an angle. And arms are in an arc, and you're really sitting back as if you're sitting into a chair. Breathing. Try and make it look graceful, even though it's tough. Push into the ball of your foot and go out as far as you can. Remember, if this is just too challenging for your balance, then get a chair and hold on with one hand. And in, out, and in. 8, 7, 6, hinge forward at the hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Now we're going to change that, and we're going to come back and in. Back and in. So, hinging forward will help your balance. Hammer curls again here. Back and in. You're going back on a diagonal, and as you come in, you're squeezing those inner thighs together. Breathe. Back and in. Try to sink low. Back and in. You can lose that glider underneath the front foot if you prefer it. Doesn't have to be there. Down and in. Squeeze your triceps on the back as you come up. Breathe out on the up. 8, 7, 6, sink lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's okay to wobble. So we're going to come out and in. Out and in. All the way out. All the way out. Squeeze it. Keep breathing. Nice and wide. Out and in. Out and in. Try to sink low in that plie and then come up straight, pulling that leg in, putting pressure on the ball of your foot. In. breathing. Control the arms, don't just throw them around. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're doing a lunge behind with one side, and we're going to touch down our weight and just bring it in for now. It's down and in, down and in. So once again, you need to push into the glider of that moving leg, down and in. And what we're going to do is leave the glider in line with your other foot, and we're going to kick the leg up. But we're going to do a few more of these. Breathing out on the up. That other arm is just biceps, triceps, and you're reaching down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now go down, drop the glider, kick, find the glider, down. Drop the glider, kick, find the glider, down. So now you're reaching for your foot, and it's okay to do this in sections. So you can come down and then down. It doesn't have to be smooth. I just want you to be able to do this move however it works for you. And if you need to slow it down, do that. Just remember that you're still pushing your ball of the foot into the glider, and you're coming low here. If you can't touch the mat all the way down, just come to your low point. Up, back, 6, down, 5, down, 4, squeeze your glutes, down, 3, point your toe, down, 2, and 1. And now I want you to put your weights down on the mat and bring that knee in and through. Back and through. Back and through. So you're moving up and down on your supporting leg. It's down, up, down. Down, up, down. And this other leg is going straight through and straightening out all the way to the front and to the back. If you can't go as low as this, your option is to get some yoga blocks, or you can get a chair and face the seat towards you and put your hands up on the seat, okay? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, drop your weights if you can, and I'm just going to turn so you can see my leg. We're going to come in straight and then into the elbow. So it's in straight, across, elbow. In straight, across, elbow. So you're coming, you can lose this glider straight and then to the elbow. Straight and to the elbow. Straight and elbow. Once again, if this is too low, then you can elevate your hands. And elbow. Just a few more. 5, elbow. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and in. Okay, so that burn in that quad was real. Okay, pick up your weights and we're going to the other side. We're going to start with the curtsy. So feet are turned out and we're going to reach down, come in. Reach down, come in. Just coming in line to start with. Down and in. So hinging forward, flat back, squeeze your arms. Make sure the weight is in the heel of the front leg. Down and in. Reaching to your low point. You don't have to go as fast as me, and you don't have to come all the way down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, wide lunge, 2, 1. Now go back and we're going to lose the glider in line and kick. Pick it up. Down and kick. Pick it up. Down and kick. Back and kick. Try not to lose it. And try really hard to push your foot into the glider. It really is going to make a big difference for the intensity. Down and kick. Down and kick. Big back lunge. Kick. Back and kick. Let's go for 6. Up. 5. Up. 4. Up. 3. And 2. Up. 1. Up. Now, hands are down and you're bringing the leg in a big runner's lunge coming through. So it's back and through. Wide lunge, straight leg to the front. You're going up and down on your supporting leg. Down, up, down, up. You decide how far through you want to come. I'm trying to go as far to the front as I can, but if you can't do that and you just want to come in line, you can do that too, okay? Just find something that challenges you. And front, back and front. There should be a dynamic stretching element to this exercise. Back and front. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you can, lose the weights, otherwise maybe elevate on something, a step, and we're going to come in straight, in elbow. I'm going to turn in straight, in elbow. In straight, in elbow. It's up to you. If you want to go up and down on the supporting leg, you can do that. Otherwise, stay down and just press the ball of your foot into the glider. And remember here, you can lose the glider. The supporting leg is burning, burning. In straight and across. 6, out. 5, out. 4, out. 3, out. 2, out. And 1, and out. Nice job. That was tough. Let's just stretch out our thighs. If you need to hold on, do so. And other side. That feels really nice. That feels good. Okay, so now come down, sit down and put your heels on your glider. You won't need your weights for the moment. Put your hands down as if you're about to do a triceps push-up or triceps extension. Come up and we're just gonna alternate. So make sure you don't lose your glider. You wanna have your heel in the middle of the glider, and you might even want to put it a little bit towards the back edge. That might help you a bit. So once you get it, just go back and forth. In and out. So you're holding all your weight on your arms, engaging your triceps, and you are feeling the back of your legs. This should be a nice burn for the hamstrings. So hold your tummy in and try to concentrate on really pulling in towards your glutes. All the way in and in. Pushing and pulling. Go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Just come down, and we're going to lay down all the way on our backs. And now we're going to come up with our glutes, and we're going to do the same thing. So you're going to have to be careful here that you don't lose your glider. So this time I want you to squeeze your glutes, try and hold your tummy in, and try to keep your hips up a bit more. Front and back. Squeezing. Squeeze in, push out and pull in. Come on, a few more like this. Feeling it now. Oh, lost my glider. In. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both in. Now we're going to put our toes in the center, and we're going to do it with our toes on. So this time bring your feet in closer, come up, really put your shoulders under to support you, and your arms are out, and we're just going to go one at a time. Out and in, out and in, out and in. So you're really going to have to fight to keep your toes on there and to push into the glider. You probably won't be able to extend your leg fully. It's just going to be a small bend in the back of the knee, and then pull it in and in. The higher you go, the more you squeeze your glutes, the more effective this is going to be. And in, out and in. Come on, you can do it. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. A few more like this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. So now we've got our full foot on the glider. You can come up on your elbows, and what we're going to do is come in and out, in and out. So you need to decide where to put your foot in order to feel your inner thighs coming in. So you're coming in with your knees first, and your feet are slightly wider out than your knees, and that is the motion. In, and you're thinking about pulling in with the inner thighs. In. Let's do a few more like this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want your heels on the gliders, and I want your legs slightly further apart, and in. In. Push into that floor. So you still activate the back of your leg, but still think in, pulling your knees together. In. You're going to feel your calves here. Awesome calf workout. Squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Let's come up again. We're going to pick up our weights, and we're going to start with the front leg. I want you to come down, in, back, and up. Back, in, back, and up. So if you don't want to use the weights here, you don't have to, but if you want to, it will increase the intensity a little bit, and you can make fists and put your hands down on your fists, back and up. So remember, push the balls of your feet into the glider, in and up. So that up and down motion is immediately going to get the heart rate up again. Front, back, and up. All the way in and up. It's a tough one. Front, back. Lots of lunges here, and up. Let's do 3 more like this. 1, wide to the back. 2, and 3. Okay, come down If you want to put the heads of your weights down again, you can. We're going to come back and then we're going to come forward. And when we come forward, we're putting our other knee down. So it's back to front, back to front, back to front, back to front. So tapping that knee to the mat, really using your quads here, back to front. Keep going. Squeezing every part of that leg, making sure it goes all the way straight back to front. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stay in front and we're just going to pulse down and up. So you can let your heel come up, down and up. One leg is in front of the other, down and up, down and up. You don't have to come all the way down. I just want you to feel the quad engaging. So every time you kneel on the ground and get up, this is the motion. Down and up, down and up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. We're going to go to the other side, but before that, we're just going to stretch our quad. So bring that in and stretch it. That feels really good. Heart rate is up, right? And to release the back, quick child's pose. And back up. So grab your hand weights, both feet on the gliders, and we're going to start off with that one. Back and up. Down, front, back, and forward. Extend all the way out and make that leg nice and long behind you. It's a runner's lunge. And up. And up. Try to push that foot into the glider and come further to the front. And up. You don't have to use the hand weights here, and you don't have to go as fast as me. Really getting the heart rate up here and using our glutes especially. So when you stand up here, weight is in the heel of the supporting leg. And up. And up. Let's do 6, 5, up, 4, 3, up, 2, up, 1, and up. Nice job. So now we're going to come to the back and through, and then bring the other knee down. So it's back and tap, back and tap, tapping the knee to the mat and then pushing all the way back again. Back and tap, back and tap, all the way back. Really feeling the burn in the quad, the front of the thigh, of the back leg. And tap. Burning, burning. Come on, you can do it. Let's go. 7, 6. Take a break when you need to. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finish it. Now we're going to keep that stagger, and we're just going to come down and up, down and up. So here, you can lift your heel off, and we're just targeting that quad even more. The lower you bring your knee here, the more you're going to feel it. Down and up, down and up. Ah, definitely feeling that. Squeeze it, squeeze it. Keep breathing. Arms are strong. The majority of the weight is in your feet, not your hands, okay? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. We've just got a little finisher and then we are done. I bet you're happy about that. Okay, so now we're going to put our hands on the mat and our legs are going to be in an all-fours position, and we're just going to move to the right for 2, move to the left for 2. Right for 2, left for 2. Stay in an all-fours position. If this is too hard for you, then you can try and go along like this, okay? And maybe lift off for 1, then back for 2. 1 and 2, back for 2. But if you can stay up the whole time, stay up for 4 and back and 3 and back and 2 and back and 1 and back. You are done. That was a great finisher. Let's just put the hands underneath, the sliders underneath our hands, and slide forward, stretching our arms. Push your armpits down to the mat. Heart rate got up there, slide to the front, and then pull away. Catch your breath, slide to the back, and then pull away. Feels really good. And we're just going to come up and do some circles with our arms around, reach and around. This should feel good. Reach and around. Another 2 and around. Nice job. You don't need your gliders anymore. Just sit down on your butt and we're going to stretch our hamstrings. So chest forward and point and flex your toes. The hamstrings really felt that, especially when we had our heels digging into the glider. That is the main area that you're working, the hamstrings. Now cross that over. Just lift your other leg up and we're stretching out the back of our hips, outer thighs, glutes. Doesn't take much to feel that straight away. That feels really nice. And while we're down here, just cross over, hug it in, and then look towards the back, stretching out your hips again, your glutes, and also your spine. And then other side, come up. So I bet you didn't think you were going to sweat so much using those little gliders, hey? It's amazing when you do squats and lunges how much your heart rate comes up. Leg done, hug it in and look towards the back. It's totally low impact as well, which is just the awesome thing about it. Now we want to stretch the back of our legs because we did use them quite a bit. So just come forward and lean your chest forward. Because you're pushing into the glider the entire time, you're using different muscles than you would if you were just walking around or doing exercises without gliders. So you need to stretch everything accordingly because you're putting a lot of pressure into your feet. So while we're here, pull up lightly on that knee and you should feel the front of your shin stretching. And then just switch it up and lean forward, stretching out your calf, your Achilles tendon, very important areas to stretch. If you have issues with your knees or your ankles, you might want to wear shoes. You can still wear shoes even with the gliders. That will give you that extra support. And now just pull up lightly on the knee, not too much. And finally, just sit in front, cross underneath and pull away, opening up through your shoulder blades, and other side. And that is it. Thanks so much for joining me for my slider squats and more workout. There was definitely a lot more than just squats. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you at the next segment.